YNR spoilers reveal the tensions between Kyle Abbott and Victor Newman, family ties cracked and hidden betrayals. In the world of intrigue and conflict on The Young and the Restless, there is no shortage of fierce confrontations between powerful figures. One of the battles that is gradually becoming more intense and attracting the attention of the audience is the confrontation between Kyle Abbott and Victor Newman. Victor, with the reputation of big brother of the business world, always considers himself the supreme leader and does not hesitate to mock those who cannot withstand the pressure in the upper class. In a tense confrontation, Victor will not hesitate to ignore Kyle Abbott and mock his family, claiming that Kyle is just a tool that he can exploit. This is when Kyle realizes Victor's true face, a person who always uses others as pawns in his game of power. The feeling of being exploited will push Kyle to an important decision: betray Victor. Kyle Abbott, who is quite rational and strong, cannot accept being a victim in such a cruel game. He will find a way to fight back against Victor, willing to play the dangerous card of betrayal. This is not only a warning to Victor but also a way for Kyle to affirm that he is not someone who can be easily manipulated. However, the question is, can Kyle resist Victor's control without paying a heavy price? Immediately after the tense confrontation between Kyle and Victor, Claire will not hesitate to ask Kyle not to fight against Victor. In Claire's eyes, Victor is not only a strong person but also a person who is capable of protecting his family and career. She is worried that Kyle's exposure of Victor's true face may cause serious consequences not only for Kyle but also for the Abbott family. Nate Hastings, who always tries to maintain harmony among family members, will also stand by Victor in his relationship with Damien. However, Nate's loyalty to Victor will soon be tested. Nate will face a difficult situation when he is asked to side with Victor instead of Damien, someone he has grown attached to and trusted. Nate's decision will create a new set of problems among the members of the Hastings family. Lily and Devin Hamilton, as the leaders of the family, will push Nate to do what they think is right. They will emphasize that if Damien is not removed, the potential danger will only grow. However, Nate will refuse and decide to maintain his stance, an action that could cause a major crisis in the Hastings family. Lily, who has always been rational and fair, will feel displeased with Nate's decision, while Devin, who is sharp-minded and experienced, will be worried about the division this decision could create in the family. Nate, Lily, and Devin's relationship will be tested and possibly strained, as they disagree on how to deal with outsiders like Victor and Damien. As Kyle and Victor's fight continues, Claire and Kyle's relationship will also be tested. Claire will find herself torn between her feelings for Kyle and her admiration for Victor. Claire not only loves Kyle and wants to protect him from Victor's manipulations, but she can't deny that Victor has a strong influence, especially when it comes to big decisions in the Newman household. Kyle, however, is not one to be manipulated. He will fight back, not letting Claire or anyone else get in the way of his plans. Their relationship will be strained, with harsh words and confrontations inevitable. Claire will try to keep Kyle in check, but her love and loyalty to Victor may make it easy for her to forget that Kyle is the one she loves the most. The relationships between Kyle and Victor, Claire and Kyle, and Nate, Lily, Devin, and Damien will all take complex turns. As everyone in the Abbott and Hastings families face difficult decisions, relationships will be tested to the breaking point. However, no one can predict the final outcome. Will Kyle be able to defeat Victor and regain control of his life, or will Victor continue to manipulate everyone? And will the Hastings family be able to overcome their divisions and find harmony again? In the scheming world of The Young and the Restless, everything is an open question. Every decision could lead to a major change, and the hidden betrayals are just beginning. New challenges will constantly arise, and unsolved conspiracies will change the game between the characters. This story promises to bring many surprises and drama that cannot be missed. Kyle Abbott and Victor Newman, pain and difficult choices in the intrigue-filled and competitive universe of The Young and the Restless. There are many dramatic stories between powerful families. One of the most notable relationships that is attracting the attention of the audience is the confrontation between Kyle Abbott and Victor Newman. From business battles to complicated family relationships, their every move creates huge waves. But in all those battles, can Kyle overcome Victor's manipulation? And can Claire's love for Kyle overcome the separation between the Abbott family and the Newman family? Victor Newman, the ruthless and scheming leader Victor Newman, with his inherent ruthlessness, always believes that power is the key to control everything. In every confrontation, he never lets himself be overwhelmed. When Kyle Abbott starts to stand up to him, Victor will not let it go. Instead, he will quickly find a way to sow doubt and misery in Kyle's mind. Victor understands that victory comes not only from strength, but also from mental control. With his great ability to manipulate the mind, Victor will not hesitate to make Kyle feel like he is being pushed into a corner. Kyle Abbott. Decisiveness and risky decisions. Kyle Abbott, despite having a stable and strong career in the Abbott family, will not give up to anyone, especially Victor. With a nature that is not easily subdued, Kyle will respond strongly to Victor's taunts and manipulations. But this resistance will bring big problems for Kyle. Kyle knows that if he continues to confront Victor, he will fall into a power game that will not be easy to escape. However, his impatience will sometimes make Kyle lose his mind, damaging his family relationships and even pushing him away from the protective arms of his father, Jack Abbott. The wisdom that Kyle needs is to realize that siding with Victor, directly confronting his father, is a wrong decision that will lead to unforeseen consequences. Kyle's determination comes not only from his personal pride, but also from the belief that he needs to protect his family's reputation and values. However, with Victor's overwhelming presence in his life, Kyle will have to choose between the Abbott family and his personal ambitions. The relationship between Kyle and his father will become strained as difficult choices are placed before him. Claire, family hope and family pain. In this story, Claire Newman will be an indispensable character, as she tries to keep the hope of a happy family alive between two powerful families, the Abbott and the Newman. However, Claire is aware that this may only happen in a dream. She understands that only when Victor is no longer alive can the harmony between the two families truly become a reality. Claire still does not give up hope, however. She believes that if she can convince Victor to join in the relationship between Kyle and her family, it will be possible to bring about a major change in the relationship between the two families. She hopes that if Victor agrees to listen and participate, the rifts in the family can be healed. But this will require Claire to try very hard to restrain herself and convince Kyle to stop criticizing Victor. She will ask Kyle to stop speaking ill of her father, even though she knows this will not be easy. Claire will have to grapple with the conflicting emotions of being stuck between her love for Kyle and her loyalty to the Newman family. Asking Kyle to stop antagonizing Victor is a big challenge for Claire, but she hopes that this will help her build a more harmonious family, even though she knows that this is a somewhat vague wish. Claire and Kyle's relationship, hurt and hope. The confrontation between Kyle and Victor not only creates cracks in the Abbott family, but also disrupts the relationship between Kyle and Claire. Claire loves Kyle, but she also cannot deny her respect and loyalty to Victor, whom she sees as a second father. When Claire asks Kyle to stop criticizing Victor, Kyle will feel betrayed. Their relationship will be put to the test when Claire cannot fully agree with Kyle's behavior, but at the same time cannot give up her feelings for him. Will Claire continue to hope for a perfect family between these two powerful families, or will she have to face the truth that it may never happen? How long will it take her to give up the illusion of an ideal family? The end. Will Kyle lose to Victor? The battle between Kyle and Victor is not only a battle of wits, but also a test of love, family, and loyalty. Kyle will face difficult choices, as he realizes that he may have gone too far in confronting Victor. Can he humble himself and admit his mistakes, or will his pride and ambition cost him what is most precious in his life? Claire will struggle between her love for Kyle and her loyalty to the Newman family, while Nate and other family members will continue to create turmoil in Kyle and Claire's lives. Their relationship will not only face great challenges from the outside, but will also suffer deep wounds from their own choices. As the story continues, relationships will be tested, and the confrontation between Kyle and Victor will be just the beginning of new twists and turns. Will love and loyalty be enough to save these families, or will they suffer irreparable loss? The answers will come from the difficult decisions each character will have to make in the upcoming episodes of The Young and the Restless. Victor, Lily, and the Hastings family fight in the intrigue-filled, power-filled world of the young and the restless. Characters are often put into high-stakes situations where loyalty, ambition, and truth are tested. One of the relationships that is becoming increasingly complex and controversial is that between Lily Winters, Victor Newman, Devon Hamilton, and Nate Hastings. These tense episodes not only reveal hidden betrayals, but also push family relationships to unpredictable turns. Victor Newman, leader or manipulator? Victor Newman, known for his ability to manipulate and control any situation, will not pass up an opportunity to consolidate his power. When he shares with Lily his concerns about Aristotle Dumas's infiltration of Genoa, Victor's plans once again seem to have a clear purpose. He wants everyone in the family to do the hard work so that he can easily win at the end. The reason behind Victor's statements is clear: he wants to prepare for his legendary victory and maintain absolute control. Lily, who trusts him and always sees Victor as a sharp and honest strategist, will not doubt what he says. Despite feeling insecure in some situations, Lily continues to follow Victor's instructions, believing that he has a clear strategic vision. However, this will become a double-edged sword when Lily gradually realizes that what Victor asks may not be entirely right and may just be a way for him to easily take over everything. Devon Hamilton and Lily, family relationships and difficult decisions. While Lily begins to trust Victor and what he is doing, Devon Hamilton has a completely different perspective. Devon, with his honest heart and concern for the stability of the family, will side with Lily and oppose Victor's actions. He believes that Damien King, a character they have dealt with before, is completely untrustworthy and could cause harm to the Hastings family. Devon will try to convince Lily and Nate to cut ties with Damien, removing him from their lives before it is too late. But while Devon is determined and logical, Nate does not agree with his point of view. To Nate, Damien is someone his brother can trust. And Nate, in his role as the family protector, will refuse to listen to Devon and Lily's advice. He will not lock his brother out, because he believes that Damien can bring greater benefits to the family in the future. This difference in opinion causes tension between the members of the Hastings family. Devon and Lily are not only worried about Damien's dishonesty, but also about Nate's blindness in continuing to maintain a relationship with him. This will create a huge wall between the members of the Hastings family, and this conflict will not stop at the story of one person but can push all of them into dangerous turns. Nate Hastings, loyalty and choice. Nate will not easily change his opinion of Damien. For Nate, family has always been an important factor and he feels that he cannot easily give up his trust in his brother. With deep loyalty, Nate believes that continuing to support Damien is the right thing to do. Not only does he want to protect his brother, but he also wants to protect his faith in his family and what they can achieve in the future. However, this decision will not be easy for Nate as it could put him and his loved ones in a difficult position. Lily, Devon, and the rest of the family will feel betrayed and will not understand why Nate chose to side with Damien. Their opposition will only increase the tension in the Hastings family, and at some point, these conflicts could create irreparable cracks. Victor and Lily, is there a late awakening? Although Lily trusts Victor and what he is doing, she will gradually realize that his decisions are not entirely correct. She will begin to feel insecure and doubtful about the way Victor runs things. At this point, Lily will be faced with a difficult choice. Will she continue to follow the path that Victor has laid out, or will she stand up and decide her own fate, as well as that of her family? This will not be easy for Lily, as she has always considered Victor to be a wise strategist and someone who can lead them to success. However, her growing doubts will make her question her choices and who she can truly trust. Lily's decision will not only affect her relationship with Victor, but will also create major conflicts within the Hastings family, as the contradictions between the members gradually become more apparent. Claire and Kyle, can Victor be convinced to accept the relationship? An important question in the relationship between the main characters is whether Claire can convince Victor to accept the relationship between her and Kyle. Claire, with her love for Kyle, still hopes that one day, Victor will accept the relationship between her and Kyle. But is this possible? Can Victor change his mind and admit that this relationship is not an obstacle but an opportunity for the two families to cooperate and build a common future? Or will Victor continue to see Kyle as a tool to achieve his goals? All of these questions are still open, and the next developments in this story will certainly bring many surprises to the audience. However, one thing is clear: in the scheming world of the young and the restless, family relationships are never simple and are always full of challenges. With the unresolved conflicts between Lily, Devon, Nate, and Victor, this confrontation will surely continue in the coming episodes. The characters will face difficult decisions about loyalties, family, and the future. Will Lily realize that Victor's plans are just a power play? Will Nate be able to stay loyal to Damien, or will he face serious consequences? And will Claire be able to convince Victor to accept her relationship with Kyle? All will be revealed when difficult decisions are made, and each character will be faced with truths they cannot avoid.